I feel like this place is alive, like it has its own soul. And I feel like this place is like hanging on to me for dear life because it's afraid that I'm gonna sell the place and hand it off to somebody else that's probably just gonna demolish it. And then the soul is gonna disappear into the ether. We have this cinema because my mom at 11 years old had a dream to own her own movie theater, and she lived her dream. So when she passed away, right before she passed away, I asked her, do you have any regrets, or do you have any place that you wish you could have visited but were never able to visit? And she told me no. And when she passed away, my father said to me, that movie theater was your mother's dream, it was not my dream. So I was like, okay. His dream was to make my mom very happy, and he did.
Enjoy the latest from Hollywood and beyond at Gardena Cinema. You and your family will be treated to a vast movie-going experience in a magical setting. Our circa 1947 single-screen movie house has become a Gardena tradition and is the only old-fashioned single-screen movie theater in the South Bay area, showing first-run Hollywood movies. What's more, this large-capacity, 800-seat Dolby Digital Surround Sound enhanced theater offers the best view of cutting-edge international cinema. Enjoy compelling films and unique events at one of the community's finest traditions, Gardena Cinema.
Can you tell me your top 3 favorite movies and why?
My all-time favorite movie is Robert Zemeckis' movie. It's his first feature film called I Want to Hold Your Hand. It had such a really great ending. I just love the ending of it, and I'm not gonna give it away, but I just felt like that was such a satisfying ending to the movie. I was like, that is the best movie I've ever seen. Of course, I saw it when I was like, I don't know, 12 years old or something, but I felt like it was like the best movie ever. I didn't even see it in a movie theater, so one of my goals is to show it here at this movie theater because it would be so amazing to watch it on the big screen. My connection to the theater is I basically inherited it from my parents who bought it in 1976. My mom passed away in 2022 after a 6-year battle with cancer, and my father's now 85 years old, so he really can't operate the cinema anymore. There was a point after my mother passed away that my father and I had to make a decision about what we were gonna do with the theater. And honestly, I wanted to keep the theater. I didn't want to let it go. And I knew that if we sold the theater, that whoever bought it was most likely gonna demolish it. So that meant that 50 years of our family history was gonna disappear. When I'm here alone, sometimes I'm really like, I hate it. You know, I'm like doing all the grunt work and the dirty work and the heavy lifting. And sometimes I think to myself, why the heck am I doing this? I should be spending time with my 85-year-old dad, and or maybe I drag him here with me and I'm asking him to fix stuff with me. And I feel sorry, like he shouldn't have to be doing this at 85 years old. And the reason why I do it is because of community, because when the community does show up, it's an amazing event, it's an amazing feeling, it's you can't recreate that sense of bonding that you have with people in the community that love the cinema, that love what you love, that support the things that you're doing, and then you see all the people show up and you say, that's why I do the things that I do. In 2022, I ran out of the money that I was using from the pandemic. So to survive the pandemic, I sold my condo, and I used the proceeds from that condo to pay for the bills during the pandemic here. But we ran out of money and we had to reopen in 2022, and I didn't have enough money to pay for property taxes. I am forever grateful to Sean Baker, the director, because he found out I didn't have enough money to pay the property taxes and he wanted to donate. And because of that, I realized like I couldn't give him a tax deduction. But that triggered in me, I should start a nonprofit organization. And here we are today in 2025, and now we have a 501c3 nonprofit organization called Friends of Gardena Cinema, so that even after I die, it will still exist and be in operation. If people don't come to places like this, they will close. It's like all these great little restaurants, these neighborhood restaurants that shut down during the pandemic and never came back. You're like, I love that restaurant. Well, if you love that restaurant, you should have patronized it so it didn't shut down. You know, that $12 or $15 ticket and your, $10 or $15 popcorn and soda combo is what's gonna keep me going. If you stop coming, eventually I'm gonna have to close my doors because I can't pay my bills anymore. So, that's the plea that I give to not just to my patrons, but to any movie cinema patron. Go to your local movie theater, and if you don't be surprised if it closes down. Oh, but before you do that, I should probably tell you what my other two favorite movies are.
Sure, yeah.
Because I said I Want to Hold Your Hand is my all-time favorite. My second favorite movie is Jerry Maguire, and I love that movie. It's so funny, that and then When Harry Met Sally. I think the two of those are like tied, because those are the two movies that I really loved as an adult, like over 21. I should say three-way tie, because I also love Henry and June. So Henry and June, When Harry Met Sally, and Jerry Maguire are like three-way tie for movies that I loved when I was in my 20s. They were formative in my tastes in film. Now, like one of my favorite movies, my third favorite, well, besides the three-way tie, but I'm cheating, right? I'm like putting in 5 movies instead of 3. But right now, like one of my favorite movies is Sinners. I really like that movie. I thought, I really feel like that's a great movie. And I'm just gonna throw in like one of my favorite filmmakers is Sean Baker, and like every single movie of Sean Baker I love too.